All right, let's talk about something fascinating. There's this convenience store chain, mostly in the American Northeast, called Wawa. And it inspires this incredible loyalty that most brands would kill for. I mean, people don't just like Wawa, they love Wawa. So using the book The Wawa Way as our guide, we're going to peel back the layers and figure out just how they managed to do it.
So that's really the big question, isn't it? How on earth does a place that sells gas, coffee, and sandwiches build a massive community of what they call devoted fans and friends? Well, I can tell you it is definitely not by accident. There's a secret sauce here, a very specific method, and we're about to break down all the key ingredients.
Okay, so the very first ingredient in this secret sauce is the company's identity. It's their soul, really. And it all starts with the name, which, believe it or not, tells you a whole lot more than you might think.
Now this is pretty cool. The name Wawa actually has this double meaning. Officially, yeah, it's a Native American word for the Canadian goose. You see the goose right in their logo. But internally, they also really lean into a second, Persian meaning. It's an expression for something that's fabulous or exceptionally well done. And that idea, that drive for excellence, is literally baked into everything they do.
And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? It perfectly captures their ambition. They're not just trying to be a convenient place to stop. The whole goal is to become a vital, positive, can't live without it part of your daily routine. Just think about that for a second. That completely changes what you'd expect from a convenience store.
So let's see how this all feeds into their core business philosophy. This is where Wawa really, and I mean really, pulls away from the pack.
You know, most businesses are just fighting for what they call share of wallet. They want you to spend as much of your money with them as possible. Simple. But Wawa, they flip that script entirely. Their main focus is on winning share of heart. The whole belief is that if they can earn your trust, your affection, by genuinely valuing people first, well, the profits are just going to follow. It's a long game, focusing on loyalty over just making a quick buck.
So how do you actually win that share of heart? It's not about some grand gesture. It's about all the little things, every single day. It means becoming a reliable fixture in the community. It means giving employees the power to create these great little moments for customers, even something as simple as walking someone to their car with an umbrella. These things add up, and they build a real connection that's so much deeper than just a simple transaction. Okay, so that's the stuff we see on the outside, the customer experience. But for any of that to actually work, you need a powerful engine driving everything from the inside. And Wawa's engine, well, it's something special.
38%. What in the world could that number be? It's not their profit margin, I'll tell you that. Back in 2013, this was the percentage of the entire company that was owned by over 9,500 of its employees through a stock plan. And let me tell you, when the people working there are also owners, they think and act in a totally different way.
Now you combine that ownership mentality with a philosophy they call servant leadership. This is huge. It basically flips the normal corporate pyramid completely upside down. Instead of employees existing to serve their bosses, the executives see their main job as serving and supporting the frontline associates. They're there to empower them to deliver that amazing Wawa experience.
And here it is, straight from the source. These two things, shared ownership and servant leadership, they aren't just separate programs. They are the intertwined, beating heart of Wawa's success. You really can't have one without the other. And that combination creates this incredible culture where everybody is pulling in the exact same direction. So if ownership and servant leadership are the engine, what's the steering wheel? What's the map? Well, it's a set of 6 core values that guide every single decision, from the top floor to the shop floor.
And here they are. These 6 values are the practical, everyday roadmap. What's so important here is that when an employee faces a tough situation, the question isn't just, what's the rule in the handbook? It's, what do our values tell me to do here? It gives them the flexibility and the power to, just like the value says, do the right thing.
And I want to highlight that last value, a passion for winning, because Wawa defines winning in a really unique way. For them, it isn't about crushing the competition or just jacking up the stock price. No, it all comes back to that central mission, turning customers into devoted fans and friends. That's how they keep score.
All right, let's bring this all home. When you put all these pieces together, this unique philosophy, this internal structure, these guiding values, what you get is an incredibly powerful and, most importantly, sustainable advantage over everyone else.
And this, right here, is the ultimate takeaway. I mean, any competitor can build a nice-looking store. They can sell similar coffee or sandwiches, maybe even at a lower price.
But what they can't easily copy is a culture that empowers thousands of employee owners to create genuine, positive human connections, tens of thousands of times every single day. That is the Wawa Way.
So, it really leaves us with this one big question to chew on. In a business world that's so obsessed with data, automation, and cold hard efficiency, could Wawa's success actually prove that the most powerful, the most lasting business strategy of all is just a genuine, deep-seated passion for people? It's something to think about.